Hey, what's going on, everyone? In today's video, I'm going to be showing you some of the downsides of raising chickens. Yes, I'm recording this on my phone today. My GoPro is officially shipped out. It's not going to be back for at least 2 weeks if they even want to fix it or if they just decide to give us a new one. Whichever one comes first. So, as you can see right in here, we have all of our chickens. So what are some downsides of raising them? Obviously, I'm like probably the biggest advocate for raising chickens, but it doesn't come without its downsides. Anything doesn't come without its downsides. So in today's video, I'm going to be talking about some of the reasons why chickens could be a potential downside for you. Let's go. So first things first, I want to get this one out of the way. It's quite obvious. They take up a lot of space, and I mean a lot of space. You see all the space they're taking up? This whole chicken yard that they get is about 1.25 acres. So they get about 1.25 acres of space. In there, I could probably fit 2 suburban homes in a chicken yard. They're very demanding, and if they don't have the type of space that they want, they're gonna be looking for other locations to find that space. And they're gonna be going maybe across the street. If you're in the suburbs, they'll try to go across the street. If you're in a neighborhood, like a cul-de-sac or something like that, then it'll be a bit more safe for them to go across the street. I'm not advocating for them to do it. I'm just saying it'll be a tiny bit more safe for them to go across the street. But if you're in the middle of nowhere where there's practically no speed limit, cars can either go 25 or 52, like my road, and that's what you get. So yeah, that's why I don't like my chickens on the road, but they are very demanding for space, and when they don't get it, they'll try to find something. They'll try to find a way to get it. Although some chickens are quite humble and they actually do care about your feelings, and quite frankly, they will not at all decide to, do this sort of stuff to you. They won't decide to be mean to you. So next things next, those chickens are extremely annoying. Like, they get into your sort of stuff. Like right now, I'm gonna actually try to get them out of my garden. And my rooster actually gave me a pretty good cut earlier today. So I think it's about his time for him to stop leading the chickens into the garden and to start getting some brain cells before he's put onto a dinner plate. Which, yeah, chickens are really annoying. And they have a tendency to get into everything. I'm going to do a garden tour tomorrow, so be sure to like and subscribe to stay tuned for that. By the way, quick PSA, we're trying to reach 4K by July. I forgot to put that in the beginning of the video. So, yeah, quick PSA, we're trying to reach 4K by the end of July, by the beginning of July, so that's cool. But other than that, I will say, chickens will try their best to get into everything. They will find a new area, and they'll try to kill everything in there, all the plants, all the animals. Another downside to having chickens outside is going to be the fact that you don't know if it's a hen or a rooster until they begin crowing, which is usually about 4 to 8 weeks into their life. So sadly, I never knew Falcon was a rooster until he was 18 weeks old. So he was about to lay, so it looked like the chickens were about to lay eggs soon, and he started crowing. So that screwed up the entire pet flock, and I guess we decided not to get rid of him, which, as I said earlier, was a massive mistake because these chickens, to be honest, would be way better off without him. These are our senior chickens, by the way. These chickens don't look that old, but they're actually like 4 years old. So they're pretty senior chickens. My chicken cute still goes broody for whatever reason. Even though she's like 4 years old, she's going to be like, which in human years, that's like 60 almost. Like 58, 59, 60 years old, around there. Maybe a bit older or younger. Point that in the comments below. Where do you think about 4 years and like 2 months old chickens would probably fall in human years? I'd say like 60 to 65 probably. That's where like most people say it'll fall, but you never know it's actually going to be a hen or a rooster until you actually have them crowing or laying eggs. There's no really known way to tell, sadly. And there's no one, and even though feathers might make it look like it's a hen or a rooster, feathers are only so accurate. They can only get you so far, because there's that case sometimes where you have a new breed of chicken and you have no clue how you do it. Like, he's a green queen. Snow White, one of our older roosters, was also a green queen. Didn't know he was a rooster because, keep in mind, green queens were introduced in 2020. We got them in 2021, so they're brand new breeds selected to go into their inventory. And lastly, there's really no known way to know how much money you're going to end up spending on chickens during a month. Like back in my video essay on Saturday, which you guys should totally check out, by the way. It's actually really good. I post video essays every Saturday here on the channel. You guys don't want to miss them, so turn on post notifications if you haven't already. That's pretty cool. And I'd say it's, I'd say those videos are pretty decent. I think you'll probably enjoy them. So I talked about that in my video essay, and how they could have, so like sometimes you get into spending a lot more money on them during like the winter and a lot less during the summer because they're eating more bugs. But sometimes there could be something in the summer, like, or in like the spring, like in May, like in late May. This has never happened. Maybe it happened. No, it happened like 10 years ago here in the Northeast. We got a snowstorm in like mid-May. This is not 2020. This was like early. I don't remember the exact year. We got like 6 inches of snow in like the middle of May. The leaves were on the trees. If we had chickens back then, we'd probably have to increase the cost of the feed. That 6 inches, from what I remember, melted really quickly though. So that was cool. But if they happened to be like going through mostly bugs at the time, there'd be so much death in the bug population that the chickens would probably have to go back to feeding. So in May, we usually spend about like $50 per month on chickens. So we probably have to increase that to like around like $120 that month and have to wait probably another month to see the bug population bounces back even just a bit. So yeah, I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you enjoyed, be sure to click the video on the left side of the screen or the right side of the screen. 2 videos. My video essay from Saturday is on the left side of the screen, which talks about how many chickens you should buy, and some other how many blank chickens should you blank, whatever thing you can. There's a lot of answer questions in that video. It's pretty cool. But if you're not really wanting to see how many chickens you should get, you can check out the video on the other side of the screen, which is me planting my garden just yesterday. I'm out of here, guys. Be sure to click the like and subscribe. We're trying to reach 4K soon, and also 4K hours.